Hi families, it's been a great start to first grade. I've loved getting to know all the students. I know this week will be wonderful because we have a full week. The students will get into our academics, into our specials, and getting to make new friends, and I'm excited to get to know them as the week goes by. So thank you for a great start to the year. I just want to go over quickly some things to help continue the smooth start to first grade. The first thing is that your child's going to bring home a take-home folder. It needs to go back and forth to school every day. The green side that says papers that stay home, those are for you. So if you can make sure that that's emptied out and you look through those wonderful papers each night, that would be great. On the other side, it will be your student's book and bag. This will start coming home possibly at the end of this week, if not the beginning of next week. So this is their book and bag. There will, of course, be a book in it. They would have read it during guided reading with me, and then they're bringing it home to read with you. Inside the book and bag, though, the first night it comes home, you're going to see this Read With Me folder. Parents, this is the folder for you to keep. So take it out, put it someplace that you can refer to as your child is reading to you. It gives you some reading strategies and some really good tips. This does not stay in the book and bag. This is actually for you. The actual book and bag needs to come back and forth to school every day, and that stays in their take-home folder on that blue side. The other thing that will be on the blue side starting next Monday, next week, will be our Craddock Cash Behavior Log. We have a color system here at Craddock. Purple, outstanding. Green is ready to learn. Yellow, think about it. And red, stop. So a little similar to Miller's system. The thing that's a little different is that each day the students will be coloring in the color that they were for that day, and all the greens and purples that they have earned will be able to be used at our school store to buy some things. And we think this is a great motivator for the students to be working towards buying something with their cash. If a student is on yellow or red at the end of the day, they will not be able to use that dollar to go shopping, but we hope that next day that will be working hard to stay on green and be ready to learn. A yellow think about it choice is a behavior that either the child was not able to correct throughout the day. For example, let's say a child was sitting at the carpet with their teacher, talking to a neighbor, so the teacher gave them a reminder of what they need to be doing, and they continue to talk and not be a respectful listener. The teacher would then tell them that that's a think about it, that the teacher really needs them to listen and be a respectful listener, and hope that they're able to correct that behavior. If they're not, then they would stay on yellow until they were able to correct it, because students can earn back green. At the end of the day, if that student is still not showing that they're able to be a respectful listener, then they would just color in yellow, that it was a think about it day, and hopefully the next day would be better. A red choice is a pretty severe behavior. It might be something that our principal needs to get involved with. Maybe it was the student making an unsafe choice. Those types of behaviors, the student is not able to earn back green that same day, but the next day is a fresh start. If your child ever ends on red, I will always write a note and explain what that is, so you can be aware of the situation. This always needs to stay in their folder. They're only able to color in their dollars if their packet is here. So this stays in their take-home folder. Just some quick reminders. Thanks for helping your child remember their bus number. That's really helpful. Thanks for having the students bring in dry snacks only, and water bottles. Juice and wet snacks like yogurt and applesauce are not allowed upstairs in the classrooms. If you haven't emailed me yet, I probably don't have your correct email, or you might not be getting the emails I've been sending out. So please make sure that you do that so I can make sure I have your right email address, as well as Mrs. Bayer in the office. We know sometimes email addresses can change from the summer, so we want to make sure we have everybody's. The last thing I want to just quickly go over is our spelling tests here in first grade. The students do take a spelling test weekly. This will start next week. Our class takes our tests on Thursday. So every Thursday the child will have a spelling test showing what they know, and then on Friday they'll get the new words. This is an example of a sheet that you're going to see come home every Friday. It says list 1, list 2. That's going to be important in just a second, but it does tell you that it's the spelling test, spelling words at the top. This sheet lets you know your child's spelling words for that week. You're going to know if your child is list 1 or list 2 because later in the week, this week, we're going to be giving the students a cold spelling test. That means cold words they have not practiced, just to see what they know. From those 25 words, depending how they scored, they will be list 1 or list 2 for the entire semester. So let's say your child brings home a paper this week and says they are list 1. Every week you see this come home, you're not going to worry about the list 2 side. Your child's words are list 2, and they will always be list 1 until the end of the semester in January, where we reassess the students to see if some are ready for list 2 or just to stay on list 1. Every week there'll be 3 no excuse words. These are words that the students should be able to read and write automatically, and they also are always up on the word wall. So there's no excuse to spell them wrong because they're always up on the board. Then we're going to have 6 pattern words. This means whatever we're teaching for that week, applying it to these words. So this week it's short vowel A. So all of our list 1 and list 2 words all have a short A in them. You're going to notice list 1 words are basic, and list words 2 are a little bit more challenging with some blends, but they all have that short A in them. So that's where we get 9 of our words. The last 4 words that you'll see on the spelling test are not words that you can practice or get, so don't even ask. The last 4 words are application words. That means if we've been studying short A all week long, that they should be able to spell the 4 words that we give without being practiced because they really know that pattern. For example, this week it'll be short A. This week it is not a spelling test, it is not graded, but we will do it whole class and just so the students have the opportunity to practice. But like I said, these are the 6 pattern words and the 3 no excuse words that you can practice with your child throughout the week. But the bottom 4 words at the bottom of their spelling test each and every week are not words that you will ever get. These are called application words, where they're going to show us that they have learned the feature or the pattern for the week. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you again for a great start to first grade. I know it's a lot for the students to get acclimated and for the parents in a brand new school and a brand new grade, but I think that this video hopefully helps a little bit with some of the things that are coming. Thank you so much for everything that you do, and I'm looking forward to a really great year in first grade. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.